Tatu, let me start with you. From your perspective at Buildher, what challenges have you encountered, especially in designing and implementing skills building programs for these women you train seeking to enter non-traditional sectors?
Well, first of all, we focused our program in a fast-growing sector that's also very unregulated and unformalized. So it's not just about integrating workers into the sector, let alone women. The sector itself has a lot of challenges. So Buildher trains low-income women from informal settlements in construction skills. We focus on construction finishes, which is painting, tiling, carpentry, joinery, areas that lack skilled labor currently. Mm-hmm. The challenge for us was, one, recruiting women from communities that don't see women transitioning to work, let alone construction, as a normal thing. So we spent about 3 years changing perceptions of women at community level. We had to hold a lot of focus group discussions, community forums, workshops, to talk to parents, husbands, kids, anybody and everybody about why women should integrate into work, and also the challenges that come up when women do so. For African families, when a woman is not home at 6 o'clock to cook ugali, that's a big issue. Mm-hmm. And her husband wants to throw her out. So we had a lot of preparation at the community level. Once we sorted that out, we turned and we said, yay, now we can just transition women. And we realized the market is not ready. Employers say women are good at detail work, but when you go to negotiate, they say, okay, give me one. And you're like, you have 1,000 workers on site and you want one. So that was a real battle, convincing employers to give women a chance, convincing employers to hire women in groups, because one woman on site is asking for harassment. You hire women in groups, you transition women in groups so they stay protected. Additionally, the TVET sector is very unwelcoming to women. And the way the courses are designed, it takes a lot of work to train fundis for work. Women have obligations, and I believe there was a presenter who said that women, do better with short courses. Yes, but the construction sector needs a lot of intensity. So we had to find a way to support women with transport, childcare, food, rent as they come to school. So you can imagine if I'm putting forward a proposal for investment into my program and I'm competing with a normal TVET, I have a lot of opportunity costs that I have to factor in just to get a woman in the door.
All right.
And the last thing I'll say is TVET is really focused on certification. We talk a lot about certification. Industry is focused on quality assurance, quality checks. They do not value certification as much. So the battle for TVETs is how to address that market gap, which requires tools and equipment that is often too expensive for TVETs. But you need those things to be able to make sure that the fundis, the workers, can show up on site and be productive. And so it's very hard to sustain our program.
Okay.